I think I will.
Can you?
By your request.
Look at that. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? This is where we live, folks.
I know.
Can you believe this?
Well, unfortunately, the sun's gone down, so you're not seeing the haze as bad, but that's just visually because we're not reflecting off the haze, but it's still, you know, worse than yesterday as we've moved into that moderate concern and even into the orange just a little bit through Davis counties. As we're going to be hanging on to this haze still for another day and a half, then we'll start to see some improvements here. Temperatures outside here throughout the state, kind of our state roundup here. 38 currently, Logan, Salt Lake City as well. Upper 30s in Price, still hanging on to the 50s in St. George. Where we look ahead, still yellow tomorrow into Saturday. Now the storm's going to be tracking through Friday into Saturday. Models changing just a little bit more favorable as we take a look at maybe a possibility of seeing snow accumulations a little bit more than what we're looking at last night. But here's some good news. As we take a look long range from the Climate Prediction Center, really as we look over the next 8 to 14 days, we're going to start turning a corner in that we're going to get back into a storm cycle. But we've got this storm for this weekend, then a little bit of a break, and then hopefully we get a little bit more of an occurrence and a regular occurrence of some storms rolling through the region. But as we look at the storm hitting Friday through Saturday, as we'll see the snow showers tomorrow night through Saturday morning, and then some lingering snow with the potential maybe seeing a little bit of lake enhancement snow bands, we're talking about for most locations, a range of 3 to 6 inches, maybe a little bit more for the Cottonwood Canyons. Now, here's the thing for the valley locations. I said last night, a trace to an inch, which for many spots, it's kind of in that similar range, but there's a couple of locations, Brigham City through Salt Lake City, especially if we generate a little bit of lake enhancement there where the flow's coming in out of the north, and as it turns a little bit westerly, moving through near the lake, that could mean a little bit more snow for some valley locations over towards the Cottonwood Canyons. But again, it's not a big storm, and it'll be mainly impacting northern Utah down to about, just south of Nephi. Might see a little bit more though as we take a look over towards Manti and Ephraim, but southern Utah once again missing out. There's the position of the cold front. It's sweeping in and bringing bitter cold air, especially east of the state. But some of that cold air will make its move and filter in. It just won't be as extreme as we've been, of course, forecasting where we get that blast of Arctic air for the upper Midwest through the Central Plains. Getting you ready for tomorrow. Haze sticking around, but then above the haze, we'll see more cloud cover. It's one of those days where it's gray from the haze at the surface and then gray above. Those camera shots, Bob, next week won't be as beautiful as we'll be looking at a little bit more of a westerly flow. Temperatures maybe a degree or two warmer, kind of dependent on if we break free a little bit of the inversion. But here across northern Utah, we are expected to see temperatures still above average and even mid to upper 40s through central and 50s. Central Utah, I should say, in 50s in St. George, where 50s for another day on Saturday. Then we start to see that colder air pushing its way through. We'll see 40s Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Still dry, low 50s Wednesday and Thursday. Boy, we need some moisture, especially across southwestern Utah. Lacking where we're about 38% average of snowpack. Here across northern Utah, better situation, close to average as we get a little bit more snow with that storm on Saturday. Then a break, but once again, long range once we get past this week, heading in towards the second half or let's say the last week of January, the first part of February. Looks like we might turn a corner, but we've got those chilly temperatures next week with overnight lows getting down into the teens and even seeing some wind chill temperatures in the single digits. We're back after the break.